On June 13th, we will release Tricky Trials. This update contains the Crafter, Mace, Breeze, Bogged, Trial Spawner, new paintings, new music discs, and so much more. And today, we're focusing on the journey of how we develop the trial chambers. It kind of started with this vision of the monster room. And we wanted to see how can we take that and just expand upon it in an even bigger structure, something that has more combat challenges, has more rewards. So when you first find a trial chamber, it's going to be hidden underground. This means that you're going to find it through either digging through a cave or going to a villager and obtaining one of the explorer maps that will lead you right to it. When you finally find that trial chamber, you'll find many spawners, so they're actually different than the ones that you may have encountered before. They're called trial spawners, and they are designed to scale based on the amount of players that you bring into the group.
And from the technical perspective, trial spawner is a pretty complex block because it has a lot of inner states that it kind of cycles through, but also can go from one to another. And it has also an ominous state, which also adds an extra complexity and extra things that block can do.
Sometimes these trial spawners will eject a key, and the trial key is something which helps you unlock the vaults that you will see throughout the trial chambers.
So the inspiration for the trial chambers was more of a Mesoamerican feel, as I feel like a lot of civilizations in that area had beautiful geometrical work that I think could really work well in Minecraft. In general, I'm pretty happy with where we ended up going, as I think it's a nice blend of old civilization, but kind of this futuristic kind of tinkery kind of feel. Each of the different rooms that you see in the trial chambers will actually have different intricate pieces, so each room feels a little bit different. So you don't have a copy of each of the rooms, and everybody's trial experience will be a little bit different.
The trial chambers are made out of an assortment of new decorative blocks, variations of tuff and variations of copper.
With the copper blocks, we wanted to go for more of an industrial kind of feel. So especially with the copper grates, we really wanted to introduce something that we knew a lot of players didn't have and might be something kind of fun to play with in different builds and stuff.
Trial spawner was one of the most challenging part of this update. The block is complex. For example, line of sight check that the block does when it spawns mobs. Initially, when the mob would spawn just around the block, we found that, okay, if the block is placed somewhere like near a wall, for example, then a mob can spawn outside of the room or even outside of the structure. So
in caves and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And then, okay, good luck to finishing that challenge. So we had to think about it and had to implement a line of sight check to spawn mobs.
For our level designers, they need to be able to configure what mobs spawn from it, what loot ejects from it, and of course with the ominous version of the trial spawners, we have these projectiles that shoot down from the sky.
When a trial spawner is on, there's a little fire lit in it. There's also this Minecraft element of soul inside it. So I just used what we already have, a furnace that plays this fire sound, and then some soul assets on top. And then something living was missing in it, so I decided to just record some weird stuff I did with my throat, like...
So the initial inspiration for the vault was actually a gachapon machine where you turn a little crank and a little capsule comes out and everything. But we thought that didn't really fit the trial chambers, so we kind of went in a direction for something that would kind of fit the vibe of the trial chambers a little bit better.
Designing sounds for the vault was also very interesting because it also has something alive to it. It has like a keyhole that opens that looks kind of like a mouth. And me and Brandon were discussing that maybe this mouth makes some kind of noise. It was just me awkwardly staring into a wall close to the mic, just breathing.
The one thing that I'm really looking forward to is just really seeing what people build with these new blocks. I think especially with the copper, there's a lot of different levels of oxidation, and I think that there's a lot of cool things that you could do with different gradients and different patterns and stuff that you could do, which would be a lot of fun to see.
What I think a lot of players are going to love about this update is just how much has been put into one single experience. The Trial Chambers is really this structure that has a lot of depth to it, a lot of different mechanics, and I think this is something that we haven't done before.